join us here for this great occasion that we're very honored to have you
We
here.
are all gathered here for Dr. Loretta for the 4th Annual Banquet, Lord, that will bless, man, bless and bless. I see just blessings coming forth in such a mighty way, Lord. We just thank you what you're about to do, Lord.
If you search within yourself and the emptiness without will disappear.
Do you want to see me broken? Bowed-headed, lower-eyed, shoulders falling down like teardrops, weakened by my soulful cries? Does my happiness offend you? Don't you take your awful heart because I laugh like an apple nights.
It's a big pleasure for me to be here and to talk about the things that we do in Sierra Leone and why we're extending our hands, our hearts, and we ask you to help.
I have somewhat of an obsession with trying to find uses for unused items. It has always felt wasteful for me to throw something out when it can be repurposed or used by someone else. So sending out a message to the faculty and asking for their assistance, Loretta and I soon found ourselves somewhat overwhelmed. We discovered that not only were faculty donating books from their work libraries, but also from their own personal collections. Thousands of books covering a variety of topics were collected and then donated to Loretta for schools in Sierra Leone. Many of these books may have otherwise ended up in the trash.
Sierra Leone is the organization that I'm president of. We are mostly return Peace Corps volunteers, but also Sierra Leone diaspora and friends and families of both. We have also with us Jim Hansen as our project chair. We do a lot of aid work in Sierra Leone. We fill in a little sheet that's really needed. We fund the small projects.
Loretta Will, a name known throughout 4 continents, dozens of countries, with the impact and passion for education and philanthropy that has touched thousands throughout the world. Born in Sierra Leone, West Africa, Loretta relocated to the North American area in the early 1980s to provide a better education and living standards for her family. Though properly educated in Sierra Leone, as well as being awarded notable accolades and a high school diploma, she had issues locating her diploma because of the decade-long civil war. Loretta was forced to attain her GED in the United States. Life's unfortunate events left Loretta Will separated from her husband, which in turn forced her to raise her 4 sons by herself, while homeless and on welfare. Promising her children a life of success and influence, Loretta made the decision to attend college full-time to pursue her bachelor's degree. While in undergrad, Loretta Will faced traumatizing events, including being evicted and forced to live in a homeless shelter with her children.
I got evicted out of my house with my 4 boys. We were actually, the things were thrown outside. And here I am now, homeless, with no money, 4 sons hanging on to me, looking after me for everything. We ended up in a homeless shelter.
As well as her apartment catching fire, losing everything, including her notable certificates. Throughout life's trials and circumstances, Loretta Will was able to attain 2 more degrees, going from GED to PhD in only 9 years, becoming Dr. Loretta Will. After obtaining her doctorate degree, Dr. Will refocused her passion back to her origins of Sierra Leone. Being a member of the Centennial Old Students Association, Dr. Will spearheaded many missions trips to Sierra Leone in hopes to bring awareness of the lack of educational materials and resources of her beloved country.
Let me see your hand one more time. If you have never used a computer, let's capture it. Raise your hand. Raise your hand. If you have never used a computer, wave your hand.
Being a professor at AIU, Dr. Will, along with Tanya McNeil, gathered educational materials to send to the students in Sierra Leone.
In Sierra Leone, the ratio there is 13 students per textbook.
Katrina Mallory also assisted Dr. Will in sending over 20 fully functional computers to Sierra Leone to help with the advancement of the modern-day technology. In 2010, Dr. Will spearheaded the motion that would change the face of Centennial Secondary School and Sierra Leone forever. Along with Joe Abu and other CIOSA members, Dr. Will brought attention to the Engineers Without Borders, asking for help with the detrimental state of the school and the town of Matru Jong, requesting they provide continuous electricity for the students and the school to adequately focus on their studies.
Well, the highlight was certainly turning the lights on. Seeing the lights come on was a big moment, a very obvious moment. And we went there one evening before the big lighting ceremony was to take place. And we went there with some teachers and some of the principals and just wanted to make sure everything worked and that we had enough light. And we got there, it was very dark. It's very dark in a third world country in the middle of a jungle. And we turned on the lights and it was amazing to see that whole building lit up.
In April 2012, Dr. Will traveled back to Sierra Leone with the engineers with hopes to build a water well for the students to receive fresh water to drink, cook, and bathe. This will be one of the 2 best wells in the country of Sierra Leone.
22 meters down, and we got it. We got it. We have got it. Yeah. About 50 probably. Yeah, so we are about 35 meters and we are going to have a gusher here. Okay, we are now developing the well. They are pumping air from the air compressor into the well and blowing out the water at the fastest rate they can. They will do this until the water is clean. Edal says this is one of the 2 best wells they have ever drilled. Ahmed is taking the first sip from the well. How's it go? Ahmed Fulla.
Say a few words.
We are pumping water. This is easy, by the way.
Well, it's only 11 meters, so it's going to be easy.
I like it. It's very easy to do. I can do it. Even I can do it. I can do it. We are pumping water here at the Centennial School in Matru.
Hello, I'm Loretta, and I am the president and founder of the Dr. Loretta Will Educational Foundation. And I'm really grateful for all the team effort. We have done so well. You have done way beyond my expectation, and I know we can do more. Please continue to help me to gather materials, resources, anything educational, science materials, geography materials, technology materials, so that we will help Sierra Leone.
I did a lot of work, or we did a lot of work this year. I was in Sierra Leone for 6 months. And we were able, together with other partners, to not only carry educational supplies, which were like a whole storage, like 2 double garage times 4 water materials, 20-foot container worth of materials. We were able to ship them. We distributed school supplies, and we were able to build a well. We were actually building it for my former high school through the Engineers Without Borders. I wrote a project because There were 1,500 students on campus. That was the campus I grew up on. After the war, we had no toilet system, no sanitation system, and no electricity, and they are going to school. So all I did was write a project and appeal, just like I'm appealing to you all tonight. And the engineers without borders, they approved the project, and they have been to Sierra Leone now 4 times.